Hey guys, you're watching C1 and only. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Let's Build Springfield. We've got the three main houses done here. This is going to be a bit of a residential area. We're going to have houses facing it, probably 3 or 4 rows of different houses, you know, Wiggum's house and all that kind of stuff. But today, I wanted to do the Kwik-E-Mart, and I think the Kwik-E-Mart should be near the residential area, so I think we're going to do it right here, just past where I've got the road extended, just down the road from the Simpsons house. It's nice and local. Gotta have a local shop, don't you? So let's grab our wand, and for starters, let's do it from here to, I don't know, here for starters, and let's just replace grass with stone. Okay, so that's sort of got us a bit of a base in. I think that's sort of big enough. The Kwik-E-Mart is a really small shop when you actually look at like images of it. You don't realise how small it actually is. Oh, and while we're here, I think I do have an Apu skin. I've been looking for Simpsons skins. Yeah, I do. The only trouble is that there isn't many of them, and the ones that are there aren't all the greatest. Some of them, so I haven't been using them. But yeah, there's Apu. That's the best one I could find, and I even edited him a little bit to make him look a little bit more like Apu. But it's still you got to remember, it's still Minecraft. We're still limited as far as copying buildings exactly go. Okay, so just bear that in mind, and I'll be mentioning that again later on this episode once we get to the sign. The sign is not going to be easy. Okay, I've got reference pictures on my other screen here. Where do I want? We're going to have some car parking spaces in front, so we want to build a building back here. I think that's good. So if that's the corner, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then let's grab some glass. Nice glass panes here for the entrance, and I think we're going to do this 4 blocks high. 4 blocks high. Then we're going to place panes there and panes here, and then we're going to come across the top. Hiccups. That's why I went silent, then I was trying to hold the hiccup in. Okay, and then panes and panes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so from what you can tell from the Kwik-E-Mart, that's about as wide as it goes. I think what we'll do, just to give us a little bit more room, is I'm going to add another block to each side. Yeah, so 5 blocks on either side, 2 blocks of glass panes along the top, because the roof goes straight into the glass, and then that gives us a nice entrance. We're going to keep the door open, I think, on this one, since they're glass doors anyway. If I put glass there, it's only going to get in the way. There's no point putting the glass out this way, because the Kwik-E-Mart has like sliding doors, so they don't actually come out at all, do they? But now what we're going to do is the closest block. I had a look. The roof is sort of a browny orange, so I had a look at brown, but we've only got brown stained clay and brown wool as far as brown goes, but they're too dark, they're too brown. So I thought, well, what about orange? And I think orange stained clay, if you Google, you know, the Kwik-E-Mart, I think that's the closest colour that we have in Minecraft to it. So we're going to put a row of this along. Now, another thing with the Kwik-E-Mart roof, or with the Kwik-E-Mart, is its roof. Its roof is very, very steep. Okay, extremely steep. So, if you use just normal blocks, I don't think it's actually going to be steep enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a crafting table down, put this orange clay in here, and just split it into slabs that we can use vertically. Then let's get another one back again. Orange, there we go. And we can put these vertical half slabs on here, because the roof pops out slightly further than the wall, like most roofs do. Okay, so when you stand underneath it, it's got like a little bit of a lip, and then we can do the blocks along like that, and then half slab up again. Obviously when we do the corners, we'll have to change it a little bit, but we're just concentrating on the facade at the moment. I always like to do the front first, and then the rest of it will follow. Yeah, so that gives us a very steep incline for our roof, and I think this last layer will be the top layer, as far as I can tell. Something like that. Okay, it looks really dark because of the light. It has a weird shadow, but it is correct, isn't it? So it goes up like half slab each time. If I put another one of these down, and we're going to grab some wool, because it's the whitest block we have, and some lime wool. Now, there's two different Kwik-E-Mart sign designs. I'm going to do the one that is used in the episodes. If you Google Kwik-E-Mart, you'll get a lot of images of like real looking Kwik-E-Marts come up. I think it was a publicity from a company in America called 7-Eleven, and they decided to make all of their 7-Elevens into Kwik-E-Marts for a week, and actually had the real signs. Really cool, actually, really cool idea. But that's what a lot of the images are. But the real Kwik-E-Mart sign in the episodes is like this. Now, as you can see, you might have already envisioned the problem. Even if we do this one wider, which it should be on each side, is that we can't actually get in the words Kwik-E-Mart. That's Quick is 4, E is 1, Mart is 4. That gives us 9 letters. And 9 letters is a lot. If you think a normal Minecraft letter, if you done normal Minecraft letters, if you done an E, the smallest you could like really do it to make it look good would be 5 by 3, like that. Okay? And obviously that's massive. That's way too big. And Kwik-E-Mart would be huge. It would be absolutely atrociously big. The only thing that we can really do is the E. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I mean here so you guys don't comment about how these Microblocks work if I grab a few of those. So, if I put one of these in here, we chop this down to as small... Oops, give me that back. We're going to chop this down to as small as it will go. Okay? Just going to show you how Microblocks don't work. So if we get strips... Let's do the strips first. Let me make sure I pick that up. So, strips... poop. I've done it on the wrong block. It's going to be out there. Okay, I'll move those back in a minute. If I take these away... We can do straight lines with these strips, but we can't really do angles, okay? So we could do an E, that's no problem to do, but it's not the easiest. And then if I grab these back again, I put these sideways to get these tiny little nooks, and you think, yeah, you could write letters really easy with that, you know, you could go down, but you can't. You can only put one in each corner, maximum, okay? They're not completely free, and if you click on the same block twice, it'll just make it bigger and bigger and and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you get my gist. Okay, so we can't do actual writing with it, and we can't do writing with the one that's just one up from that, that's slightly bigger than that. Give me the damn saw. There we go. I only want one of them, thanks. And it's the same with all of them. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use notches, which are like quarter blocks, which do get, because they're only a quarter of the block, we can put them on all sort of sides. I'm going to have to move this quickie sign back. I can't believe I've done that on the wrong one. So let's just move this, back here. I could have used full blocks, couldn't I? Doesn't matter. We'll sort it out in a minute. How many more do I need to go? 2 more blocks. So we're going to put one here and one here. And then you're going to come up. Oh, 3 blocks, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. And then there. And then green goes in the middle here. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, guys, although we've got these really cool detail mods, there's still some things which are going to be limited. There's still some things that we're not going to be able to do. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice 4 block wide E. Or it's actually only 2 blocks wide, which is great. This is what I really like about Microblocks. Is that, you know, you can condense things smaller. You know, to do this, like I said, we would usually have to do 5 by 3. This is 2 by 2.5 blocks high to get that E in. And to me, I could see that that's the Kwik-E-Mart. But as you guys can tell, you must be able to tell, if we wanted to do a K for the end of quick, it would have to be something like that. That's an awful K, but you know what I mean. So that would be a K, then we would have an I, then a W, and then a K. So that goes wider, and then Mart would be M-A-R-T here, and that's without any spaces between, you know, the E. So we're going to have to do a balance. What we can do, though, is I'm going to put a little line in there, and a little line, in there. And I think that's as close as we're going to get. If you guys aren't happy about it, I'm sorry. I really am. But I can't do anything that the mod isn't going to allow us to do, is it? Anyway, next step is a bit of a boring one, so I'm going to do this myself. I'm just going to bring the walls up to the same level and do the rest of this roof, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the roof in. I just want to sort of neaten it up very, very slightly by getting some of these to go in the corners. So we're going to one there. Hey, place. Thank you. And one there. Yeah, see, that finishes it off. It gets rid of the weird angles at the edge. And then the third one, what I'll do as well is I'm going to count out how many blocks back I did for you guys. Otherwise, I know you will fill my comment section up with, how many blocks wide is it? How many blocks wide is it? So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks back, okay? It's not very big. If you think of the Kwik-E-Mart, if you've ever seen it in episodes, it's really not that big. You've got the counter with the squishy machines. You got literally a couple of aisles, and then a freezer section at the back, like with where they keep the pizzas and stuff and that in. And I think in episodes there's also a door about here that goes into the stock room. Okay, but we'll do that later. In fact, it might actually take up some of the shop. It wouldn't surprise me. It might be back here, you know. I don't know. It changes every episode. That's the same thing with The Simpsons, is that we can basically do whatever we want because it changes every single episode. So what I might do is I might have the counter here and then have a bit of a stock room in there because the actual building is only this size. There's nothing off the back or anything like that. Oh, did I place that wrong? I bet you guys noticed that, didn't you? I've done it again. None of the other ones are wrong, are they? No. Okay, so we just got to neaten up behind here, which I think all we need to do is that, isn't it? We do have this sort of little bit of a weird lip back here. Oh yeah, we can see daylight from it. Okay, so we're going to fix that by placing down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oops, 3. Yeah, like that. I like that. Oh, that's gone green. Like that. Ha! No, don't. Just don't. I think I actually just figured out a quick way how to do it, but oh well. We're nearly there now. I know I done it wrong. And then, boop. Okay. And then, you know what? I think it'll look better if we make the green that thick as well. Just because, I don't know, it looks like the sign's got a little bit more, you know, realistic. It's not going to be a stick, paper, thin sign. They always have to have a little bit of meat on them to hold themselves up and be strong, don't they? Okay. Yeah, that looks okay. So there's the Kwik-E-Mart sign, and that is all we can really do, I'm afraid, guys. Around it, though, what we're going to do is we're going to get some grey. No windows either. This is what I mean with the grey. Like, there was grey stuff in there, but you spell it with an A. I'm sure it's spelled with an E. It might be country dependent. I mentioned this on a different series not so long back. I was like, I'm sure. I'm sure, damn sure it's with an E, but I don't know. I might just be spelling it wrong. It might just be me, so don't follow me. Don't don't spell incorrectly like I do. Okay, I think we're gonna go along here. If you're doing this on console, obviously you won't be able to do this kind of thing. But I think that looks better, doesn't it? That looks nice. Will these join up? No, of course they won't. They won't join up to them. But beside it, there is a trash can-y sort of type place. So let's get some stone. I think I'm going to use cobblestone as it's got a slightly different texture to just normal stone. We're going to grab some of those and make those into pillars to go in the corners here. 1, nope, thank you. 2, it's about 3 blocks tall. 3, aye, stop it, like that. And then the other side, let's make sure we get this on the right block. I think I'm going to do it about there, and then up again, and up again. And, let me put some of these together. Pick up that saw. Let's get some more cobblestone. We're just going to half this one, like that. And then, I don't really know, we don't really have this kind of thing here in the UK, but it seems to be like a little housing for the dumpster to be in. I've never really seen anything like this. If there is a dumpster outside a shop, it's usually just sitting out there by itself. But the Kwik-E-Mart has its own little area for it. We're gonna have to extend this stone ground out as well, obviously. Oh, you placed wrong. You did again. There we go. And like so. Okay. Now on can I put a pillar there? I'd really like to put a pillar there. I can. Oh, I can. Wonderful. There we go. Should we go down that side as well? No, no. Dumpster's going to go on this side. It's sort of a greeny blue colour. So let's see what we've got under blue. It's not really any of those colours. Let's have a look under green. I'm going to do it green, seeing as though that's sort of what colour most dumpsters are. And, let's give it a chop. Pick up my saw. Let's get a couple more as well. So we're going to put down, let's make it a bit thinner. I think that one, that should do nicely. That should be a nice width for the bin. So it comes out here. Bin comes along the back. Out this side. How are we doing for time? We're probably out already. And then, you know, that's not terribly bad. I think if we chop this down. Oh, give me the saw. I was so close to it. You could have just given that to me, couldn't you? Put it there, son. Get some of that. And then, just to try and get a bit of a lid, I'm going to do, that. So it looks like it's open, and then you would close it. If I, is this wider? No, it's the same width. 1 minute. If we grab some, I could put these together again. Get a couple of those, put those together, chop that, and then we're going to have to delete those ones to put these ones down, and then we could put these ones back behind it again as a hinge. I'm going into way too much detail here, aren't I, over a bin? But we want it to look good. So then we put the floor in. Wonderful. I think that's good. There is actually a green lid on this as well that can be closed by the looks. I don't know. I've really never heard of this kind of thing before. So let's put that in like that. And then, is 2 blocks enough? I'm going to take that one out and that one out. Oh, wait, no, we need that one in. Oh, no, we could use these ones, couldn't we? That's as close as we can get. Okay? So yeah, then that closes up, and it's sort of just, I don't know really what it's for, but that's what it has on the picture. Anyway, okay, so, from here we have some posters to put on the wall, so let's get some paintings. And I don't think we're going to find anything that's really good, because they're all like this. If I could get a nice 2x2, that'd be nice. Yeah, like that. And the same on this side. That's about as close as we can get. They're like advertisements on there. They're not windows. The windows are along here. It changes from episode to episode as well. You know, I think I really want to add another layer of glass to this. Thinking back now. Like that. And like that. And then, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, we must be so low on time. These can't go down over this bit, can I? No. Ah, poop. I've got to get another painting. Let me get these paintings back on. I'll be right back. Save some time. Okay. That looks better. I like that. Now, we're going to grab some stone. That's a mossy stone monster brick. That's glowstone. That's a really cool glowstone. That's like a really nice light. I think we're just going to have to go with normal stone here. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop it down. And chop it down once more. To put in a bit of a step to go into it. So we have, oops, that along there. And along here. We're obviously not going to be able to do the interior today. If you want the interior, leave it in the comment section below. We can do the interior soon. Maybe not next episode. But we will get around to it. I promise. Okay. There's also blue. Let's get some blue. I'm going to chop this down to that. And then these are like phones. Like, yeah, they're like phones on the wall, public phones sort of thing. And then where'd this go? Is this a smaller? No, we can get smaller than this. I'm going to chop that down again as the wires. So let's put that in there. Have the wires running up. I'm going to do them on this side, I think. Run the wires up the wall. So they're all plugged in nicely. And we've got the car park to fill in. I found mailbox. Was it mailbox? Oops. Yeah, mailbox. I think that's a cool thing to have outside the Kwik-E-Mart, isn't it? These won't place on here, though. So let's place just one. Let's have it on this side. Because there's nothing on this side. Yeah, there we go. Will that pop the painting off? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we've got a nice little mailbox outside the Kwik-E-Mart now. And then finally, it's just some, I'm looking at the pictures, just some road markings. So I'm going to get some nice bright, wool, not orange. Some nice bright wool here, daytime. I know that there's a command to make it day, but I like turning something false. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. So we'll put in these 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they go outside the door as well, which is quite strange. Should I add another? I think so. Let's just add another one of these. No, stop it. You can't copy and paste these. They're not copy and paste friendly, unfortunately. But that's okay. You still see that mailbox? Yeah, you still sort of understand what it says. You know, I think 5 blocks look better as well for the lines. Like that. And then, well, the wall's going to be there, isn't there? There's a brick wall that comes down this side. Bricks. Oh, it's a lovely brick as well in this texture pack. Okay, so then we'll do a nice brick wall that comes down here. Hey, Apu! You scared me a little bit then. Like that. Wonderful, so then the cars can go in there. The road is right there, it hooks up nicely. There's a nice amount of room to get in and out of. Let's put that in. Get our one back. Just add a little bit more ground to the place. Like this. Replace grass with stone. Wonderful. And you know what? I think that is about it for this episode, guys. I'm looking on the other screen now to see if there's anything else that we really missed. I can't really see anything. In fact, actually, we've done the roof wrong. The roof should be... 1 minute. Where's my crafting table? Okay. I'm going to do the roof. I'll be right back. Okay. Getting there. I've got the roof in. I'll show you that in a minute. We just need to... Where's my saw? I haven't got a saw. Inventory's so full. After just one episode. There's like a little fuse box. I think it's a fuse box anyway. On this side of the building. So we're going to... That's not red. We're going to put that in. And then... I like putting little wires on it as well. Coming out of it. There we go. And the top, we've got in as well a little aircon unit and a couple of little bits. That really adds to the whole place, doesn't it? I like the feel of that. Let's take away this. We'll leave Apu outside for now, seeing as though I haven't got a counter to put him behind. I'm impressed. It wasn't an easy build, that's for sure. But hopefully next episode, or maybe not next episode, maybe after the episode after next, we'll do the interior. If you guys say that it's a good idea, we can set Apu up here to say hello, come again. But I'm out of time this episode. I might show you how to do that next episode. Until then, guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. It really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. It helps me out so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye!